African projection also prof can be about Bruni Baye and Tokwa Mayankasa on record. A bra yenya records of Bruni Fita or Ghana was the Portuguese.
Okay.
In 1471. Omomudi can buy no captains mienu and a leady woman.
15th century.
In the 15th century, in 1471, captains mienu and a leady woman. Jao Satarem and Pedro del Escobar.
Okay.
Omoba and Abakɔsɛm kyerɛ sɛ wo Portugal for Abakɔsɛm yehu sɛ ɔhene omuhyia no wamfantema mu no na saa kuro ne yɛfrɛ no kwama nkwa kurom anano mansa.
Okay.
Na kuro ni din no kwama nkwa kurom anano mansa. Ɔhene omuhyia no na Portugal for Abakɔsɛm ɔmatworo ne din nana karamansa. Nanso yɛhwɛ saa kuro na yɛkwa amankwa kuro anano mansa no na ahemfo a adisuo no ne yɛni obi a yɛfrɛ no karamansa. Na yesusu sɛ edin no moantimi amɔ efisɛ no ɔhene bi wɔ hɔ a ne yɛfrɛ no kwaagye kwamena ansa a odi kan. Nti yɛhwɛ brɛ na kyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ nana kwamena ansa ɛna ɔmo hyia no na ɔmo no kyerɛ kɔ ɔmo Abakɔsɛm na ɔmo nya mfantefo na ɔmo nim nti no ɛna ɔmo kyerɛ karamansa. Na sɛ the history is consistent. It was after 10 years and Don Diego de Azamboja, the Portuguese governor, Emma only di woman on Bessie or Castle, and Okomba and Nana Kwamana and some percent of Bemomosi. Into Quaya Brunifa so by a Dimuna Dutch for a bit defeated Portugal for J. Castle on a Chiromoton possession British. Now, British, any Asante, a prayer may catch or say Asante di Kaje Fahudi Magana. In the 1820s, okay, Yansha de Ora be a friend of W.E. Watt. Okay. The history, short history about Ghana, short history about Obia ye history student. Our Ghana biya sanguma we what can be.
I say gunpowder.
Very good. I say Asante from 1814 to 1838. But what the baby am I highlighting? I say in 1828, while this business was still going on, the British government said that the Gold Coast was so much troubled that they will no longer or they will not go on ruling the country any longer. So they sent orders to the officers on the coast to pull down the fort and destroy the guns and the stores. And a warship was sent to Gold Coast. So MFA Gold Coast phone na anya den enko. Na okanko or say merchants, the British merchants I can say no, it is not good idea. Some be fold it up normal. In Tinkomo, the one person must stay in the British government to stay a bit longer. Natie, ukaya ubehu was say
so the government agreed to let the white merchants manage the country for themselves.
Okay.
They chose a committee of 3
London merchants.
Okay.
And named a governor for the country. The British government promised to pay the grant every year to help them keep the forts and repair and to pay their officials. But before that line, me pese ye hwa ade bi ewo ya ye kurom ha tribes bi o mo ankasa ye o madwe so be boa British prof kan wasem. I say but the merchants begged the government not to give up and said that they did not want the white men to leave. And a Fantes, was it the Fantes and the Akras?
Okay, I think I have it here. But the merchants begged the government not to give up the country so soon. For the Fantes and Akras too, said they did not want the white men to destroy the fort and leave them to fight the Asantes alone.
The Akras there no includes the Achems.
Yeah.
It is Satan now, Asantemai Akon, because Asantemai no Omoko, and this came after the Nsamanko War, when the Asantes defeated the first governor of the Gold Coast, Charles McCarthy.
Yeah.
Eternity the ba Asantemai and Omu said no. Asante Fono said the Omusi who are deno, and Mawomo the leverage to operate in Gold Coast. The British government officially left. Asantes defeated them and they left the country. On record say no. It was the merchant who stayed and begged to stay. Now time no any merchant no go the Akras which included the Achems begged the white men now
to stay
because they can't wapa cho say nipa no di yeso na wono no asantefo apamo no a woko wapa cho say won stay no wo say nipa no be ka say ye fighting for independence na ye nka ho. You see mama kan sem bi wa ha what was that story? Nobody. Obian will beat me asasa.
Asante from 1814 to 1838.
That is it. And Sir Charles McCarthy was defeated in Samanko War in 1824.
Which falls between that period.
No, you can't eat them by Asante. It is on record. And everywhere, Obian in the same way, unless you don't know. If you're a student of history of Ghana, you know this. And my British F4D app. Omo kono mo hye omo achi beg omo so omo stay na ye nananoma defeat omo awia omo kono a wo beg omo se omo stay no wo be ka independence was MB. The independence was already granted. The independence was secured by the Asantes. Who now beg omo stay. And when the merchant stayed, omo appointed Captain George McLean was arriving in the Gold Coast in 1930. The first assignment was McLean saw that the first thing to do was to make a peace with the Asantes.
Because without peace, you know,
and yes, sir, without peace with the Asantes, and as a result of this, a treaty was signed in 1831 that gave a order say Asantes will pay 600 ounces of gold and give 2 royal hostages. And Asante say na nananom nyina na nya say omo ehaw ne say omo ne obi ku, but they wanted access to trade directly. No omo hia middlemen.
Ye ne bedi adwa.
Ya bedi adwa.
Obi me ya dantamu.
Nti George McLean here we no. And ebiebie kwan mu say because we no didn't come to favor anybody. Captain George McLean policy so on favor obia. We are white o, we are black o, we are fancy or prefer game. And a boy access to the coaster no more trading. But before George McLean, Charles McCarthy no buy no. Infantefo because no osuro ya nananuma Santefo ne nkrafo ne achim for suro. Na ya nananuma konka omo dada nti. Omo do omo ko hihye omo achi. And na omo sori eti Asante man.
Protectorate.
Omo pa ho bambo. And a prof betchire mu nti this is the records. They can on record say Bronifita in the 80s forfeited Ghana because Asante defeated woman. For which reason that in itself was an independent. And which history is he referring to? I don't know. I with the greatest of respect, meaning say you would have for 1 year historian. But minim history refer to a mention nana for ata ebemu minim. But if it is leading up to the fight for actual independent, political independence, said the Prof Bekano, where the first political party was formed in 1947. My yanchro nipa, or yet the bankroller, the brainchild of the formation of is George Grant. For the greatest of respect, and yet Joseph Boache Dankwa, and yet JB Dankwa.
Okay.
It is on record. Ghana Hobianim. Nkrofobi forces some turning the history of Ghana. But it won't work. George Grant, and George Grant became the first ever chairman of any political party in the sub-region. George Grant former UGCC. The vice chairman for the party were JB Dankwa and R.S. Blay. And you know a vice chairman. Omo treasurer, Awuno Williams.
Okay.
Emmanuel Akufu, Edward Akufo-Addo was a member. Obisebi Lamte was a member. Other leading members were J.W. de Graaf Johnson. Papa Way de Graaf Johnson, Onona subsequently obey the vice president to Dr. Hillary Liman in 1979. The history of Ghana, clear. Inti mo bian tries or better twist. What I say? Inti Nipa Oma Pani Asante Pani popular was part of this what to say UGC. Yes. What I say? Kwabna Kese and John Sibu. Omunyina no mka ho. Until Asante man has always been part and involved itself in the struggle.
With this history ni ade, ye bibi nkofo ni ade. Do you think say members of parliament about 47 na ye wono any nkofo bi omo prominent positions in Ghana are omo hailing from Asante region and omo benefit from Asante region and omo tsena Asante region omo some links with the Asante region no omunim entino ma yedima enipakuo bi kakra bi ena da bia na ye ne yesi no omuntumi nkasa no ana
menim se yehu anasa abakɔsɛm no omunim ana omo mafo mesua de I don't know but mamen kan say eye owura asafomafo this time round ese kan sem bi kire no tie me 2015 on say this same tribal commentary ni bi koka say regions are natural resources free mu ba no regions no mo tie kire no omo no any natural resource bia ebu oman no na da bia ne kasa de edintitimu eba he mpenifo mfra papa no ntu.
That is if this tape is,
you see,
say
akwala bi ko kan bi sesi a ye beka senkwala no, but papa yi muti krom ha de okeka nie yen ka bibi nkyira no woye senior citizen but na brabo enkyire bi ema ye mabunu na ye pese yesua bibi firi wo mo ho no yesua sa papa yi a enye ye hwe time MPP beba aban mu omu campaign run up to 2016 omu rally nyina okay the recent general secretary koka say nyuma aban ne de ba no waka ye beko akokra nipa ye be
import nipa ene na jombo du oboa
unim say ye betena aban mu a
yara me ni fifo subo oboa
meba unim say MPP betena aban mu a first comment efri safomafo na ba e wose so obi a ye na adwen say aban ne be ma na adwuma wahu
ebi e kire ne be adwuma
meba ebi e kire no ne ma create non-existent portfolio e was net e de ma ne ma na sa snet no wo achimni be na kofa snet ba e ye JJ Rollins penso ne establish snet no na se JJ de ne ma be gu mu a anka wo ba ne benya ba bia ya adwuma. You see papa we aye say ase wono na busuafo ne ana Ghana Abakɔsɛm wo kan so a ensa anya no kore ana owo tan bi surunku bi obi nkasa nkyere papa no ye ntuma bunu no fo se obi nkoka bibi enkyere no be ye nkasa nkyere no de oye na okrom ana aso obi ante aso obi ahuni enye Napoleon Bonaparte kan sembi wo se abonefo sem adoso e wo wiase ama wiase asetena yehu enya abonefo sem a adoso ene abonefo adoso na papa fo kakra na ye din ntra nipa ti krom ha mpenifo ma ye din a da bia wo mu anasafomafo abeka nsam etete yentam da bia no obeka nsam etete yentam a monka hwe nkyere no no monhwe na ochina bi akola bi ka bibi a mo ankasa nkola no yesra mo mofra ne nka nkyere no because we senior citizen wasum my Ghana pen under former president Kofo penso opportunity onyai nipa bia wonenso because anka wo papa we ye obi ni ubisa mo penso under president Kofo ne ekofa procurement policy ebae utimi sign a Macmillan deal anko procurement na say sa cro deal ya onena nam court wo hu eno no den a wo ye wo question bebre ebisa wo som a wo som ye ebi wo ha wo ye ya na e kama ebi so wo ha we have a lot of questions to ask you.
I see,
but why not just say at any given point in time obey opportunity bia no one history enya no kore no de atodwa na wa section eastern region na
as a special
for near the for any special humans against any other citizens of Ghana. It must be stated on record. And you would JB Dankwa obey be pa, but Munsusu exaggerated your year. Sentence I no be best at bisa question say. Yeah, who British American institutional no officially or yemu adwuma nti mo machire mu nchire ye sent ya no oje salary every British through the British embassy.
Mate me
that question no ye be sha ase bisa because it is alleged say no ye informant for CIA and that the first coup came through under his information. Mo pass ansem no ye be come near bisa because it's on record say na JB Dankwa draw salary from the American embassy. Wa bra ye ni official office bia no ye adwuma ewo mu America.
So they should tell us why.
Safomafo should come. I put this question to him. He should come and tell us. They are not worried. What I say? Inti yen kasanchira no. Okasabia nchichemu. Omun kasanchira no. Ghana is one nation.
Mate.
Asante mai adodi pa nyina.
Mate.
Nti onsha na